Photosynthesis. The overall equation for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide plus water plus light energy yields glucose plus oxygen.
Photosynthesis requires water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, NADPH, ATP, and chlorophyll. The structure of a chloroplast is the inner membrane, outer membrane, thylakoids, where the light reaction takes place, granum, which is a stack of thylakoids, and stroma, where the Calvin cycle takes place.
The light reaction is the first part of photosynthesis that takes place in the thylakoids. In the thylakoids, water comes in from the roots through the xylem and splits into oxygen, electrons, and hydrogen. Oxygen combines and forms O2 and exits out the stomata as a waste product. The H plus or hydrogen accumulates in the lumen and then goes through ATP synthase, forming ATP. Through the process of chemiosmosis, the ATP then goes to the Calvin cycle.
Electrons then travel to photosystem 2 and are charged from chlorophyll A. As they travel through the ETC, they collect hydrogen molecules and lose energy, then are recharged at photosystem 1. From photosystem 1, electrons move through the small ETC, which leads to NADP plus reductates to create NADPH. NADPH and ATP then travel to the Calvin cycle.
The Calvin cycle takes place in the stroma of a chloroplast. First, 3 CO2 enter and combines with 3 RUBP, a 5-carbon compound, creating a short-lived carbon molecule using an enzyme called ribisco. Then, 6 electron molecules immediately split into 2 3-carbon and a phosphate molecule called PGA. From each PGA adds a P from ATP, reducing ATP to ADP, and creating 6 biophosphoglycerides. Then 6 NADPH come and remove the phosphate. The molecule reconfigures to form 6 G3P. 1 G3P goes out of the cycle to make a half molecule of a carbohydrate. The other 5 G3P continues in the cycle. The leftover NADP and ADP goes back to the light reaction. And the cycle continues.
Photosynthesis rates relate to light energy because photosynthesis goes up until a certain point because no more inputs can be taken in after that point. It continues at the same rate and can only work so fast. The rate of photosynthesis goes up as temperature goes up to 35 degrees Celsius. Then the rate of photosynthesis decreases rapidly because there is too much heat in there and the enzyme's shape changes.
PGAL can then become a fat, protein, or carbs.